Hello, Justin. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good today. Let me pause that. Let me click on... Nope, not that one. That one. Need the webcam on this side. Let me... Yes, I've unmuted my mic. Is that number right? Let's hope it's right. And a week ago, Fallout 4. That makes sense. Let's click play and just get started. Because we got plenty of stuff to get through. And Axel's here as well, with a hello my lord. Oh, I feel quite fancy being called a lord. How is everyone doing at the moment? You all excited to see me walk through the Institute and talk to people? Oh, okay. That's a nice little, like, ending quit screen load thing I did. And also, like, we're 18 hours through, and we're getting close to the end of the game. It's weird that you meet the Institute, like, so late when they're one of, like, the 4 main factions, but we're almost done. Like, 4 streams after this, I reckon? We're at the point where we can start betting on how many streams there'll be for this series. And I'm like, around 15 streams, I reckon? Because it's typically a couple of hours a stream, sometimes a few hours. You know? I don't think we got a super long time left. Let's make sure my junk is stored. I want to ditch... Will I come back? Oh, I can't remember when you leave the Institute if you end up here or not. Okay, we're going to ditch all the signal grenades bar 1, all the explosives. I'm just going to try and... Do I want to keep my charisma gear? You know what, at this point I'm not really using it. I bet you there's going to be a bunch of charisma checks now that I actually care about. But, wait, does Carrington's prototype weigh anything? No, it's a quest item. Good. The ammo... you know what, I'll sell ammo in there, so that's not a big deal. But I do have to go through the aid items, and yeah, we're going to ditch some of the heavier stuff. Or apparently just a bunch of things. Hello, Torrin, welcome to the stream as well. Good to have a few of you here. Right, let's just have a few of these with me. Radiated blood I don't need. Wait, that's sorted by value. No, I want sorted by weight. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to ditch a whole bunch of stuff. Keep the cram, don't need that. Have Alanodine, nope. See, some of this I do want to keep a hold of. Just because, you know, you need food. But I also want to have plenty of space. Because, inside of the Institute is a bunch of stuff that I would like to just have. So, let's just ditch some of these bits and pieces. So that I can hopefully have plenty of carry weight spare. I probably should have sold a lot of these chems. I really don't tend to use chems. You know what, let's just store away some of them. I haven't figured out if I'm going to kill everyone here. Okay, 127, that'll do, I think. Especially seeing as in power armor, which we are going to go into, it'll be a lot more. Let's have a noodle cup so that I'm actually somewhat well fed and drunk. Let's have 2 noodle cups. Okay, that's instantly lowered the carry weight. And oh, I forgot this. Yeah, we're cinematic, but Ghoulface has shown up. The Vault-Tec representative.
Look at you.
And nobody cares. I brought a ghoul to the Brotherhood, and they're like, yeah, no big deal. I feel like this is a bit of a missed opportunity within Fallout 4, where you should have had somewhat similar to what New Vegas does with, like, the only example I can think of is, like, Boone, but if you head towards Caesar's Legion with Boone, he's like, hey, I'm gonna open fire, I hate these guys. I feel like Fallout 4 had lots of opportunities for that, but just won't be easier route to, yeah, let's not do that.
Maxon's waiting to talk to you, and I'm not throwing the switch until he gives us the go-ahead.
Oh, there's no button I can press. Cool, let's talk to
Remarkable
Maxon.
work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Unless I end up inside Solid Rock.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything
Oh, no.
we're about to tell you.
My
About
memory's
10
so
years
bad.
ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian
Oh, it
scientists
starts
from the
10
capital
years ago.
wasteland to assist
Oh, I'm
with
gonna
various
forget all of
projects.
this.
During this
Just like
process,
Fallout 4 had many opportunities
we were
that
able
failed
to
and
obtain
still
the
a good game that
services
could
of
have been
Dr.
better.
Madison Lee,
I
a
would
noted
agree.
mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
Yeah, Madison Lee, cool. I just put out my Starfield rewrite video, and that's a game which had many opportunities, failed in almost all of them, and maybe isn't a good game. Like, Fallout 4 still manages to be good, but there's so many points where you're like, this could have been better. And it's kind of a shame, but at least the end product still ended up very enjoyable to play through. Interesting.
A nuclear engineer. Interesting.
Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Cool. You want to just get Madison. Got it.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
I will try. But yeah, what if she refuses?
I want to know what to do if she refuses.
Nothing that would provoke a hostile response. If she refuses, you're not to press the issue. Remember, infiltration of the Institute is our larger goal. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Cool. So From Within is started. Which means, yeah, we gotta find Madison Lee. And... do we have... I guess we have to
Dr.
talk to you
Ingram?
first.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Sure.
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Okie dokie. Let's
You
head on
have
up.
your assignment.
Oh
Get
no!
into the
I
Institute,
was just
right?
thinking it's a good
Well,
job
what are you
Kato isn't
waiting
here
for?
at this point. We're on the,
Let's see.
Dr.
Relays
Lee.
dialed
I'm
in.
sorry, Kato.
Beam emitters
We're gonna
warmed up.
try and get her on
Everything
side,
looks green.
but
Let
I
me
don't
start
remember
scanning for the
exactly how you
signal.
do that,
Cross
so...
your fingers. I'm inputting the
We'll
code
see what
now.
happens.
Wow,
Refrain from
there's a
opening
heck of a
fire
lot of
inside the
interference and ghosting.
Oh.
It could
It's gonna
jeopardize
take a
our
minute
entire
or two
mission.
to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds.
Why are
If
you
place it in
shouting?
any
We're like
terminal
6
down
feet
there,
apart
it'll
from
do
each
the
other.
rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have
She doesn't
a winner.
need to be shouting at me.
RF
This thing
waste
isn't that
capture
loud.
complete.
any
Ramping the
harm comes to
emitter.
I'm holding you
60%,
personally
80%.
Hear that,
Emitter's
Kato?
spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
The rain has stopped. And hey, there we go. Molecular level completed. Man, I would have loved an idiot savant proc on that. Oh, that would have been like a couple of levels entirely done. Just says, fun fact, Brotherhood is the only group to not have the transporter break. Oh, I don't think I was actually aware of that. And it says, I want the Institute following games, by the way, just without being unnecessarily cagey with their stupid goals. I am going to be paying, like, some level of attention to what people say while I'm in the Institute during this stream. Because I've been wanting for a while to do a video of me basically rewriting the Institute. Because I feel like they... Kato and I have talked about it a couple of times on the podcast, but there's... what the Institute actually does is somewhat unclear. Like, their whole motto is mankind redefined, and they want to make the Simps, but they never really explain why they're
I
doing
wondered
it.
if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Hey, Anna.
I'm known as Father.
Pray for a Sarge rule.
The Institute is under my guidance.
Hello, Father.
I know why you're here.
To loot stuff.
I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
Oop.
Please, step into the elevator.
Okay, yeah, we're going to step into the elevator, of course. I do like how the Institute looks and stuff. That's quite a good one. But yeah, the Institute is a faction which... They don't make sense. Much like Starfield's timeline.
I can
Go watch
only
my most
imagine
recent
what
video if you
you
haven't. We're
what
making
you
people, but they
think
don't get the
of
same
us.
rights as us, but they're going to replace us, right? Yeah.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Yeah, it's very much
Welcome
like...
to the Institute.
It's not properly detailed why the
This
Sims
is
are
the
being
reality
made.
of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials,
I think I
a
just hit
shared
the
vision
microphone.
of how science can help shape the future.
Oh, that's going to be loud. Sorry,
It's
everyone.
never been easy.
Oh,
Yet
no,
our
no,
actions are
no!
often
No,
misinterpreted
the interesting
by those
levels.
above
Ah.
ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've
Stop
accomplished.
my video. Thank you, Anna.
But for now, we must remain underground.
Yeah, like, the
There's
best...
too much
Oh,
at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
yeah, it's,
But that could
Oh my god, he doesn't shut up.
You are here for a specific,
I'm just going to take my head
very
off.
personal
Yeah, the Institute, like, the best you can
You
kind
are
of say
here
for them is the
for your son.
thing Father said there earlier, which is, oh, we're here to ensure the survival of humanity, and we're making robot slaves / warriors for that, is, like, the best kind of Institute, but it doesn't mesh with all the other stuff. They've got very mixed goals, and it feels like not in a super intentional way. Like, there is some conflict within the Institute which you get to play around with if you fully side with them, but it's all a bit messy. Just all a little bit messy. Boop. And junk! Oh yes, applicator ear examiner. Ooh.
Can't pick this.
Oh, not allowed that. What's in the drawer? Some scissors. Not allowed that. Okay. Yeah, we just got to deal with the weird child now. Excuse me, sleep on my feet. I'm not looking forward to the pins and needles in my near future. But for now, it's all good. Kato says, oh yeah, break into the FEV wing. There's some meaty stuff in there too on Virgil's terminal. I was in here a couple of days ago. I mean, we'll have to do that to save Madison, right? And by save, I mean indoctrinate her into a military cult, essentially. Oh.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole
The
you from
bad
Father,
people!
What's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay?
Oh, okay, that's not what I
You're not
thought
hurt,
it
are
was
you?
going to be.
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean?
Oh.
What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away.
I do like how if you're playing as a male
Father, help
character,
me.
this whole conversation's
There's somebody
more
here,
confusing
help
for
me.
the player character.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father?
Over the head with
Father,
sexual-
help me.
You mean shoot
He's trying
Madison
to
with the
take
weapon
me.
she's helped create,
Father,
right?
Father, help me.
And it says, finally remember to Google where I can get rid of the emoticons on live chat to get that heart out of my way of chat.
Recall code.
I figured out how to do it on
Cirrus.
my side now, which is good because I can actually read the
Fascinating,
final
but
words.
disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated.
It is so tempting to
He's a
shoot him every
prototype,
time.
You understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges.
Yeah,
Let's start
yeah.
anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Now, I will say, in terms of giving you choices. I actually think this is one of the better moments, or one of the best moments with Fallout 4, because obviously you're supposed to go along with them. The faction, whichever one you join, is like, yeah, you should infiltrate the Institute, learn more about them. The Institute and Father is wanting you to join and kind of be persuaded to go over to their side. But you can just shoot him. Like, you can 100% shoot him. He is killable right now, and that is a valid thing to do. Like, you can just go on a rampage in the Institute, all good, and Bethesda, like, made it so you can do that, and they had it affect that. And I wish more of Bethesda's games had the option of, like, yeah, kill the important quest character, there'll be something else. Because I love being able to do that. I'm just a synth. And it says, minus the amount of chat hidden by your microphone until I've saved to redo your streamer. That is part of the reason I just moved the microphone. Because now all I have to do is that, and I can see it. All the factions except the Minutemen let you do that. Wait. The Minutemen let you kill him? Well, I mean, nobody can stop you from killing him, is the thing. This, I could kill you. Let's point out we could kill him.
I could kill you. Right here.
Oh, you're talking about
Right.
killing faction
Yes.
leaders right away.
Yes, you
yes,
could.
yes, yes. The Minutemen
I
are
would be
able to boost enough
powerless to
assessment
stop
these
you.
jobs as Justin. Yeah, I follow now. Oh no, I'm parched from a lack of water. Yeah, Kedis is a mental faction let you kill their leader on first meeting, except the Minutemen. Yes. Minutemen have a backup option. And you know what, that is something Fallout 4 did well. I feel like the Father Institute option is the one I enjoy the most. The Brotherhood is, like, pretty obvious that you shouldn't shoot them. And I feel like with the Railroad, it's, I did see a TikTok video just the other day where someone had been going through Fallout 4 for the first time and they'd been shooting all the ghouls in the church and then got to the bottom and just fired off one shot before the conversation started, and it happened to, like, hit Drummer Boy in the head and just kill him. Which is very funny. Sarcastic. Yeah, but with the Institute, you've been told these are the bad guys throughout the game, so there's more of an incentive to do the bang bang kill kill thing, which I like.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly
God,
to
his
stressful
coat's so
environments.
bright.
But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you.
We're just skipping
After
over
all
that,
this
apparently.
time. It's me. I am Sean. I
He
am
is Sean.
your son.
I'm not sure why, but maybe it's something that messed up with the update. But I've had a few conversations where just, like, a line of dialogue has been skipped. And yeah, I'll believe you.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Good for you. Justin says, in your opinion, what's the hardest faction to eradicate? I mean, we've already established it's technically the Minutemen, because immortality, for plot, well, for game design reasons, I suppose. But I think on, like, first meeting and stuff, the Brotherhood is the hardest. Although I suppose if it's just, like, Dance and his cronies, that's not too difficult. But when the Brotherhood, like, fully arrive, at that point, if you're like, yeah, let's get rid of them, then that's, like, super difficult because the Brotherhood are such a military-focused faction. Like, the Railroad, you have a bit of a fight with a few of the members, but they're all underground, not a big deal. And the Institute, there are simps, but because it's so late game as well, you're going to be quite well leveled. I feel like with the Brotherhood, you are facing people in, like, heavy-duty power armor with, like, Gatling lasers and whatnot, and you can be pretty low level.
makes sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough.
No.
Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, that doesn't track with me. It's like, what is the perfect machine? A human. And it's like, no. We've built a lot of machines to do things that humans can't do. In fact, one of the mistakes that people do fall into is getting machines to do the stuff that humans can do quite easily. Like, no. We want machines to do stuff that is outside of human capabilities, not for them to just mimic us. Kiddo says, you can get most of the railroad with a well-placed nuke grenade, yeah. Like, the fact that they're, like, main lot are in quite a small room, and when you first encounter them, there's, like, just a few of them. Not too big a deal. Human simps.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this...
Spot on,
wasteland,
Kado. Says, can
radiation
humans shoot
affected
lasers from their
everyone.
eyes? Riddle me that,
Even in their
Sean.
attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me.
I feel like that should pop up in, like, actual conversations I'm having with people. Because so often I will be chatting to someone and then be like, feeling kind of hungry. Yeah, technically the player character is the grandparent of the Sims, which is kind of fun. They have one eye they can, you know. Oh yeah, Assaultrons! See, Assaultrons I think are actually a much better example of starting with, like, a human as a frame basework and then being like, okay, let's do stuff that actually makes it more effective for combat, because that's what it's for. It's a very good example. Yeah, it's really you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Yes, explain simps. I suppose the Institute is the only one there. I don't care about the dead spouse. Kellogg I've already done a video on, so yeah, the Institute. Yeah, scientists were like, let's make a sexy robot but with a big laser. And we get clear. Yeah, honestly, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, oh, we need a robot. We got two things in mind. Brilliant. I was making a joke about Cyclops from the X-Men. Oh, that works too such. Yeah, I didn't even click with that. I was instantly just like, Assaultrons.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
How's it doesn't make sense.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster.
I actually had a comment
No.
on the Starfield video saying that
look
Fallout
after
4 should have
our
taken
own
place
now.
during the
Ultimately, the
attempted
Commonwealth has
government
nothing
sort
to
of thing.
fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
You can explain to me all the stuff about simps. Now, we will go to the... Is it going to be the SRB? I think it's the SRB where you learn most about them.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some
Stalls the whole
important
time, by the
breakthroughs.
way.
Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you?
I'll be
Isn't that
honest,
what you want?
I wasn't listening to the first half of what he said. I just caught the, isn't that why you're here, isn't that what you want sort of thing. So yeah, I'm definitely on board with whatever you happened to say and I wasn't paying attention to.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to
quite close
acclimate
yourself.
yourself.
Justin says, despite
A chance
everything
to
running on
become
nuclear,
acquainted with
there's
our
an awful lot of
procedures.
gaslighting going on, which is very funny. Unsure. Wait, what's to learn?
Is all that really necessary? What's there to learn?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute really is devoted
don't
to the
understand
betterment of
that.
humanity. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Cool. So yeah, we got to meet the division leaders. Nice and simple. And we're also, yeah, allowed to just wander places now, which is pretty good. Is it still? No,
It's
that door's
stuck.
not allowed to be opened. Okay, new mission blow up advanced systems. Oh dear, Kato. Well, we've got to actually talk to the people here, I'm sorry. We need to properly talk to people in this whole area. It's going to be important for a future video. I was going to say potentially the next video I make, but no, I need to do a Starfield 1 year later. That's going to be my next video. I'm just holding off for the rest of the Gamescom in case we get any extra news coming out. So I wanted to start making that video like a week ago, but I knew something would happen, and it did. There was a vehicle added. I've played with the vehicle. I have things to say, and that I said in video form. And I said, sorry, Sergeant, I'm going to distract your chat for a moment. What colour do you think Sergeant's background wall should be? Yeah, Anna wants to do decorating and stuff. For me, it is not such a big priority. Alright. Say that. Okay, there's a lot of pencils and stuff, and I do want to take all of them, but... Oh, let's just take the password. And steal the stuff, right? This is where we do the stealing. Load holotape. Oh, so many holotapes. Network scanner? Yeah, look at that. Eject the holotape. Perfect. FEV lab. Dun dun dun. Personal notes. Nah, I don't care. Do a random colour like some red, Visage red. I mean, that would be the default one to go for, I suppose. Okay, perfect. That's the looting here done. A texture? Ooh, this is all okay. This has gone far beyond my understanding and capabilities. I'm already lost. I wonder if it's going to be a bit too aggressive. Black and red for channel colours. I mean, technically the channel colours are black, white and red. Not sure if that's actually more helpful, but maybe that helps.
Almost done. Just need to
Hold
tighten
in
up this
here.
primary drive servo.
That's the third
Okay,
primary drive
yep.
breakdown
Oh,
this month.
yeah,
As far
something's
as I'm
breaking
concerned,
down.
the
That's
phase
fine.
already
We will
started.
do a
Models
quick.
can't come
As the
soon enough.
Institute's requisition vendor,
I don't know.
I can provide supplies
Most of
for
them
your
have lasted
missions on the
long past their
surface.
projected
How may I
lifespan.
It's a
assist
whole
you
new
today?
role, which is why I can't be trusted alone to make decisions as
I've
that.
got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah, do some browsing, and we could afford Experiment 18A. Oh god, it's not a great effect though. Honestly, the faster fire rate and faster reload is nice, and if you're going with an automatic, is amazing. But I'd just be going with like a regular shotgun. So that's not actually that great. God, the legendaries are all so expensive. They cost so much money. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, and plasma cartridges. Yeah, plasma cartridges cost way too much. I was gonna be like, oh, maybe I should buy that, but no, it's not worth buying.
Even so, I'm ready to see the
Just
full
says the
Gen
mint
3
wallpapers,
roll
but
out.
are very nice.
There
My
we
dad
go.
has one
All
that looks
set.
like you're on the beach.
Unit, you can return
On the
to duty.
camera, it
Thank
looks
you, ma'am.
realistic.
Thanks again.
Of course.
I mean, I was making wallpapers today. I can make it look like I'm in Yorm's throne room. That'd be
We're all
cool.
looking forward to working
Doctor.
with you.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Ally.
I like
Fenway.
talking to people in
You
power
can think of
armor.
me as the Institute's
I'm like a
chief
foot
engineer.
taller than
When
everyone.
Father told us about you.
Just
I could
look
hardly
down
believe
on
it.
people.
You've been through so much. I
Look
think
at how
most
big
people
I
would have
am.
just given up.
Oh, I've got it
If
right
you
in the
don't mind
corner.
me
Okay, that's
asking,
actually kind of mean.
What was it that kept you going all that time?
Hey, and I posted for Patreon. Yes, Patreon for wallpapers. I've already got like 3 sets scheduled. The wall will eventually be covered mostly by a shelving system, but there will be some colour shadowing still, Susanna. Anna has plans. Survival.
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Makes
That's
one of us.
understandable. The will to survive
gonna
is the
top up
most
my drink.
basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Good to hear. It'll be a load off
Yes,
Sean's
indeed.
mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot
God.
to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Yeah, these people waffle so much. It's just so much talking, but I can just walk away and top up my drink quite slowly. Who built all of this?
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and
hell.
laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
It'll be a crater. Alright, it's good that ended there because I need to eat and drink. Very, very important. Let's have some food and a bit of water too. There we go. Yeah, considering how quickly time passes, like it's 10:34 AM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 seconds is a couple of minutes. Everyone's talking in slow motion. It's technically not something that ever gets addressed anyway, because it makes no sense. But
about this mysterious phase.
yeah, you've.
You know I can't talk about
It's weird that everyone who's already talking quite slowly and taking lots of time is technically stretching out their conversation across hours and hours. Okay, it says black and grey would also be fine if Sarge already has some red aesthetic like the headphones. Oh yeah, I got new headphones, which I am now mostly used to.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's
found
just
Dr.
doing it
Lee.
for fun.
I also found a spanner. How do you feel about plaid? I have no strong feelings. It's a design. Yeah, I'm not much of a decorator.
Well, that was productive.
I'm allowed
Sleep
to,
is
yeah,
such a
I'm allowed
waste
to
of
take
time.
this stuff,
I'd rather be designing
including
more efficient
individual
plasma
fusion cells. Okay. And synth relay grenades, which are kind of fun. Oops. Okay, I knocked everything over. Let's just talk to Kato's favourite person in the world. Can I take your microscope? No, I can't. Can I mess up your stuff a bit? No. I want your stim pack and a dick tool. There we go. Madison?
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Don't walk away. Well, I understand why you don't like it, Kato.
Where are you going?
Walking away.
I thought you wanted to talk.
Let's take advanced system notes. I wasn't going anywhere. You're the one who
it's
buggered
you.
off.
You're not authorized to be here.
Yes, angry Kato. To be fair, I should actually sort the shelving first and then ask it. It's better show how much Fool is actually around. Okay, I'm looking for you.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, I'm
I knew
in
it
the
was just a matter of
armor.
time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Bang, 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 bang.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
For the purposes of comedy, I really want to shoot her after every time she says a line like, I know nothing bad would happen here. I just, can write about leave her off if I'm left unchecked. I mean, the chat is yours, Kato. The chat is yours. Yeah, Kato hates Madison Lee so much. Just says, I guess the real question is, what vibe do you want the room to have? That's a bad question to ask me as well. Because immediately my brain's like, serial killer's murder chamber. Let's go with that vibe. That'd be fun. Shelves black and red. Definitely one side just collectibles / display items actually on proper shelves. I'm pretty sure right now there's one edge of 3 shelves in shot. Yeah, I can't actually remember what you can see in the background. You happy here?
Are you happy here?
Are you kidding me? I am surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
Brotherhood needs help.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Just trust me. Probably should have kept the charisma gear and ditched the power armor, I suppose.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
So I've joined this evil, like, Badmouth Institute. I really wish we didn't have this dialogue system. I hate this dialogue system in every sort of game it's in. The BioWare games are actually the worst for this, in my opinion, because in those you really care about the dialogue choices. In this, it's not going to have too much of an outcome, I'm sure, but...
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just going to hurl baseless accusations to get what you want? Come on, you can do
hurl
better
as
than
many
that.
baseless accusations as I fancy.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
Yeah, I've got no idea why she did that. What would it take?
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right,
Play a character
I'll
has to
play
make
your
her
game.
decisions.
I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab.
She
and he
has
was killed.
some
I
morals
wanted
of
to
her
help with the
own. They are just all
investigation, but
dependent
Father had
on
the
what the
laboratory
player
seal
reveals to
saying that
her.
it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders.
Yep,
You're to be
second
given full
Chaucer chip.
access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Which is, yeah, incredible for survival mode.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement.
I really hate
In
that
case
that's
the
the line for you
significance is
actually showing
lost on you,
gratitude.
you'll be the only one here with that kind of access.
So she
If
is
nothing
really
else,
changed
it
based on how
should
you play rather
demonstrate
than
the
she has
amount
her
of
own path
trust
that will
Father
vary
has
very
placed
much.
in you. Speaking
Says,
of,
I
I
made
trust
a
our
fake child
discussion
complained
will
about it a
remain
lot to the
between the
director,
two
but
of
I
us.
did it anyway even though
Now,
it was messed
I need
up.
to get back
It's
to
great
work,
on
and
me.
I'm
Oh
sure
no,
you
I'm
have
doing
other
evil things and
things
can't
to do.
commit. Yeah. I mean, I don't like her as a character, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think she's got anything really going for her, but Kato has a true hatred for her. One second. I have a plan. I think that's worked. Oh no, I'm doing evil things, a classic villain problem. The other three walks are more neutral. Oh, the other three walls are more neutral. The red would stand out and even slightly give everything a red aura suggestion. Man, all of you have more design thoughts than me, clearly. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Let's start from within, because I will forget that otherwise. So let's see if I can just get that sorted.
77 has been
discontinued. Yeah, the accent just when red is a good contender, says Anna. I mean, everything will ultimately be Anna's decision, because I don't know what to do with design and stuff. I'm very, very bad at it.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Yeah, we need to
I've been reviewing
chat
Father's
with you
plans to
guys.
expand our operations at Warwick.
I wonder how the Warwick family
Welcome.
is doing.
So good to have you here.
Wally must be
Dr.
close to 10
Clayton
years old
Holdren,
by now.
head of the
It's
Bioscience
remarkable
Division.
that any child
I
can
can't wait for
survive
you to
for
see
so
the work
long,
we're doing.
don't you think?
It's truly amazing.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really
actually
just a
didn't.
pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Kato says, the Kato rewrite series of Dr. Lee is regarding her unrequited love with James and going full evil arc after his death by joining the Enclave, somehow escaping, and then ending up with the Institute. Zimmer is pure evil. Her first info about the Institute was Zimmer's quest. She went from pure water and hydroponics to making weapons, simps, prototypes, and power systems. I mean, didn't she help the Brotherhood with making weapons? So didn't she start going evil in, like, Fallout 3?
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Oh, totally.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great.
Prickman in my
I was
reaction
hoping you'd
wouldn't
say
join
that.
the BOS.
In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I do imagine you're
I'm good for now.
Your ideal rewrite situation would be you meet her in Fallout 3 and you immediately shoot her and everyone cheers. It's like you show up on the place which I can't remember the name of. That's a bit annoying. Why can't I remember it? Rivet City. Yeah, you show up in Rivet City, you fire a couple of bullets or like shoot her, or hit her with an unarmed weapon, whatever your playstyle is, and then everyone at Rivet City is like, "Thank you, our hero! Positive karma gained! What a great job you did there!" Loot. Correct. Show up at River City, sink the whole wretched carrier to kill Dr. Lee. Oh, jeez. I didn't think we were going scorched earth on it. I mean, I kind of like River City. You don't need to wipe out everyone just to get rid of her. Oh my god, so much beautiful, beautiful junk. Nom 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 nom. The Institute is so good for looting. The fact that nothing is marked as steel pretty much is just... Oh, it's decadent. River City is just a flat megaton, prove me wrong. It's got its own little council and stuff though, and there's lots of interesting characters there, and it's got the cool bridge opening animation, where the bridge goes over. That's pretty badass. And it's got like the underwater... No, I didn't want to go in there. Grr. That's me not paying attention. It's got the cool underwater bit as well. Yeah, River City's cool. And it says, I do like the background of I'm actually with a geeky objects, but slightly off, but I do not want to steal people's ideas, and would need to move where Sarge desk is for background view. I mean, I very much like the I'm actually background, of course, it's great. But, you know, you can still just have stuff in the background. I think that would be cool. You just got to be careful about how dark you make the walls, so it'll ruin the lighting if it's too dark. Yeah, that's something I don't know much about. As per maybe a period of streams where things change weekly. I don't think that would be a problem. It's an evil karma choice. Yeah. You know what? I agree. Sinking the entirety of Rivet City would be evil karma. Oh, that's a question I should have in maybe next week's poll or something. Will be a hyper microscope. That's not the poll question. Would be, do you want the karma system to come back to Fallout in the future? Because it was a thing before. And I've been working on some Fallout 3 stuff, and it's actually really quite interesting how the karma system is used in that game. I think it's done in a pretty good way overall. But I feel like it's one of those things that a lot of people didn't enjoy, or weren't a fan of overall. So I'm curious how that's changed over time. That's it. You can also change the bulbs to get different levels of lighting. I mean, the lighting right now is, I can turn it... That light above me isn't on, the room light isn't. We just have... Oh. I just have like a ring light, which I've just turned off. Yeah, we turn the ring light on and off. That was a bit fast. I have app control bulbs, as I like choosing what level of lighting I need. I can turn this up and down. That's it at max. I normally have it a couple under. It does mean I've got this really bright light right above chat. Ring light was a good investment. Yeah, it's a sensible thing to have. Especially seeing as my previous attempt to sort it out was just a blank Word document to the side, so I had brightness from the monitors. It's sensible, I'm just very bad at doing stuff like this. Oh no, I locked myself in! Oh, what an idiot I am. I thought one of those buttons would be like a red spray. Let's get that on. Blackwall shouldn't mess with it too bad. Watch for assault trunk, says Kato. Oh god, yeah, we could die down here, and it's survival mode, so I can't just quick save. Oh my god, oh, this is gonna go bad. Let's switch to the more powerful weapon for starters. Ooh, ah. Death by sexy later, indeed. Oh. There's the other turret.
Resetting threat level.
There's the assault trunk. Don't have the signal grenade equipped, so don't want to waste that. I don't think a synth relay grenade would help me down here. I'm not certain, but when's the last time you slept? Start of the stream / end of last stream. Yeah, it's yeah, I kind of forgot there was an assaultron down here. I remembered the turrets, but as you can see, turrets not a problem. I can deal with turrets nice and easy.
Standing down.
Oh, there's another one round the corner. Like, really, turrets not a problem. They did not land a hit on me. I know how to deal with turrets. It's very much a case of the assaultron is the problem.
Clear.
Ooh, cram. That's good. Biometric scanner, lovely. What was that? Okay, that was that one. I'm scared. Scott. No, it's not Scott. Pause. Oh, blast. I'm actually going to have to pay attention. Okay, my tries were reset. That's good, I suppose. No, I wasn't paying any attention. That's bad. That's bad. I really should pay attention during bits of this. Okay, could it be free? Oh, I can't remember what options I chose. Oh, but there's only like 4 options. So that's not bad at all. Okay, there's more than 4 options. Free had 1, Quiet also had 1. Could be James.
Nice.
It is James. Turret control. Deactivate. Deactivate? Okay, maybe it's just the 2 that were on there. It's okay, Sarge, you have the best long-range weapons ever. Yeah! I've got a pair of shotguns. How could this possibly go badly? As long as the head laser doesn't show up. If we can get the drop
Scanners.
on... if we can get the drop on the assaultron, you know, with a single shot. Then it's not a problem. The thing is, I took no damage, but that was very much a case of if that laser blast went off, my health would have just gone boom. Okay, Assaultron is dead. Let me even get some decent junk from them. Okay, the hidden bar does move a little bit though, so still got to keep some attention to what's going on here. Because dying to something other than the Assaultron will be embarrassing. If you cripple the head, can they still laser? I can't remember. It's why I checked on the head, but the reduction in damage, I was like, oh, that's not going to cripple or do anything. Because, yeah, I can't remember if crippling the head... I think crippling the head staggers them. And I feel... I could be... I could be really wrong on this, but in my brain I'm like, okay, if you cripple the head, it stops their attack, but they can just boot up the attack again after. But I'm really not sure. It's possible the head is also the most armored Cicada. Oh, okay. Hey, cryo mine. Why not? God. Yeah, the VATS readout was showing like 3 times as much damage to the body as to the head, which is like a crazy amount of extra damage. How much carry capacity I got? Okay, I still got a decent bit. I was wondering when I need to start being concerned. And you shoot out the legs because they can't laser if they can't catch you. I mean... I feel like I've shot out the legs of an Assaultron and then had it kill me. That's very much a thing that can happen. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, I hear turrets, but I'm not too scared of turrets, honestly. And there's a dead cat. There's multiple dead cats, because that's how you know the Institute's evil. you were there. That's all good. See, turrets are not a problem. If you know what you're doing, turrets are real simple to deal with. It's only really when they catch you by surprise that I find they're an issue. Kato says, Gary blocks. Oh, do they still say Gary at the moment? We'll check in a second. I didn't pay attention there. Oh, and it's a super mutant with more rat meat. And a poor little house cat. We're going to be cooking up some cat later. Bivy! 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 I mean, can we make them say Gary? Oh, I'm peckish. Let's maybe not do that. Man, I don't know what's getting stuck in my throat. It's very irritating. Justin says, I hate when I'm in a fight and don't notice the Assaultron until I get obliterated by the sexy laser. Yeah, it's really not an enemy you want to be able to, like, sneak up on you. It's, because, as you saw from the shotgunning, they're not the worst thing to deal with. Hey, bonus experience. I took, like, basically no damage. Just casually jump on top of this little cube that I'm, like, the same size as, and we drop down, and it's all good. What does that trigger? So I'll tell you right now, that's a concern. Wish it was easy enough to record for stuff and play survival at the same time. Yeah, like, I'm gonna have to go back with a cinematic character to capture any footage I want of this. It's, yeah. The survival mode is great, but not for any content creation purposes beyond, like, what I'm doing now, which is just playing the game in survival mode. Like, I've thought about, like, cinematic series and stuff, and I couldn't do it in survival mode. Just could not do it in survival mode. Wait, is that?
Got
yeah,
it.
That is right. Pretty sure that's just the same one. There we go. More ammo. There's a fire extinguisher. Oh, a technical document. I feel like this place should be filled with technical documents, you know. Literally inside the Institute. Oh, there's so much cram in here, though. Weirdly, cram is the thing which there's tons of, which is much better for me. Because that's food I can actually use. Hey, now we got super mutants. Man, if only we had a camera. Man, if we had the camera from Fallout 76 in this game. This would be like an actual time to use it. Would make sense. You know? Oh, experimental serum. Let's take that. Hey Virgil, I actually remembered to pick that up this time. We're totally not going to give it to him though. It's like multiple journeys to find him. There we go. Do I have to listen to it? I don't! Perfect. It's technically documented. I wish it was easy enough to record. Yes. Redacted! All inquiries about this project should go direct director. Level be offline. Yeah. And subject A187. Terminated. What a surprise. Ooh, wait. FEV research notes. Bob. You have to check. None of you look at me like that. It's a perfectly normal thing to do. Alright, I think we're now actually safe. Which is good, because I should just be able to, like, talk to everyone in the Institute now. Yeah, have to unlock it. Deactivate laser grid. There we go. I pressed E, nothing happened. I clicked, nothing happened. I had to click enter. There we go. Look at that. All sorted. And now, let's also activate the, Division Leaders one. Because, that's all good stuff. Did you grab Virgil's serum? I did! I actually remembered it for once. On a run where I'm not going back to him. So the problem is, it's like a couple of lengthy journeys in the and a couple of uses of
Please
signal
resist any
grenades, I'm
urge you
pretty
might
sure.
feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Which is, yeah, not worth it in survival mode. Especially not worth it in a survival mode live stream where we have to sit through me going back and forth. Like the wall plants, Susanna. That's what bioscience does. They have lots and lots of plants and stuff around. I also think they're the least crazy of the Institute people, which is nice. Oh, the Glowing Sea's so fun. Look, we've already gone through the Glowing Sea. It was surprisingly straightforward and easy. The path to the Glowing Sea was a nightmare, but the Glowing Sea itself, not an issue. Yeah, we don't need to go back to Virgil again. It'd be good for the experience, I suppose. That would make sense, yes. But, you know what, Kato, instead we'll just chat to Madison Lee.
Doctor.
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
I've not... Apparently it's bad news, but yeah, here it is. I've not even listened to it.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
It could be. Well, what are you typing? Oh, I'm not allowed on this terminal.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down.
Very, very quiet. Yep. No one's gonna hear that. Where's Kato being punished?
I know what?
Jason says, it's always nice for a swim, Sarge. I'm not swimming in the Glowing Sea.
And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me.
Coursers should be able to find them in the Glowing Sea.
Lied to me.
Radiation
they lied to
shouldn't be
me,
a problem
and I didn't
for
even
Sims.
realize how
I mean,
far
all the
it went.
enemies, obviously, yeah. But...
all those years of loyalty.
But it's a Glowing
for
Sea.
nothing.
It is a Glowing Sea. We've already been to the Glowing Sea. The Brotherhood never lied. They're honest, crazy people.
At least the Brotherhood never lied to you.
Hello,
I'm
Youthful
such a
Fawn.
fool.
Welcome to the stream.
I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
You hear that, Kato? The good news has happened. We've regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Aren't you happy? They do say Sims are immune to radiation, so I don't understand how the Institute hasn't murked Virgil. Yeah, it's really not a great place to go to avoid courses. Your research on what, Dr. Lee? Huh? What kind of peaceful research have you been doing? Just because she works in, like, their weapons department, I'm sure it's nothing bad. No institutions would lie to people to make them comply. What kind of a reality is that, Susanna?
We'll start the next trial. You know the protocol. The dosage will be much
Oh,
larger.
the username's Nintova at Play. I was like messaging someone called at Play. I've missed a couple of your messages. Apologies. Says concerning the poll, I say yes conditionally. It's a local group based in Boston. However, Sims by the railroad have been filtered into commons and potentially on for years. I think like I'd be okay with some characters being revealed to be simps in future games in a similar way to like Fallout 3. Now they have that quest. I think that can still be worked with for sure. Same would be true of courses potentially. I don't think they would be an organised identity, or should be in the future. That was the Power Armor Fusion Core sound. I have the...
So little time.
Mess with my brain. Oh,
What now?
we're all a bit cramped in here, huh?
Targeting package upgrades I asked for.
Sorry
Maybe
about
I
that.
should take some courses
That
with
armor
me.
should serve you well in a firefight.
It does serve me well in a firefight.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Yeah.
Constant vigilance is vital in preventing synth escapes.
Leon, welcome to stream. Is it okay to call you Leon? I hope so. Says Child Sean should be a sleep ration that rebuilds it 10 to 20 years after Fallout 4. Akeda says, I'm all about that, yeah. Gem Freeze just being free to exist kind of like the Arcadia folk would be neat. Tova says, Sims for later iterations are affected by radiation. The proof is the player character themselves, who is, after all, the demonstrably a synth. I mean, there's no way to prove that the player character's a synth. We can prove plenty of other characters are synths, but not the player. There's only the chance that they could be. Justin, let's close the door and
Coursers
have a
on the
chat.
hunt are relentless.
No, I said,
If you see one,
Justin,
you should
close the
stay
door.
out of its way.
We cannot kill him. You're in survival mode. You can't quick save and go on a rampage. Why is he walking further away? Okay, we'll have a chat in here. Why is everyone looking at
You're
this?
here. Glad you made it.
No one ever comes in here. I don't know what's going on.
Doc.
Speak.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
And I do plan on blowing you up, so yeah.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview.
Nintova, you're
of
going to
synth
actually have to explain
Our primary
your
responsibility
conspiracy
is
theory,
the
which I'm going to
recovery
call
of
until it's
escaped
proof.
synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I wasn't paying attention to that. Secret police.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Oh, you want to know how? Bang, 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 bang! Also, don't Simp's not age. I don't know if we ever... I can't remember there ever being like an explanation on Simpson aging. The Soul Spurs programming kicks in and the Institute's rebuilt and nuke by the Overboss using the NW power plant. I mean, I've already got my way I want Nuka World to be tied into things. Combat experience.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Eee, I can fast travel. Don't want to know about that, don't want to know about that. I don't actually want to know about any of that, that's annoying.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
Nintova says, when you first enter the Mechanist layer, the scan that happens which allows you access to the voice quite clearly states no life forms detected when you're allowed in. Sims would be detected as life forms, I feel like. And on top of that, it's scanning the robot that you're with. And it doesn't matter if you're, like, within the scan or not. I feel like that's flimsy. Like, I see where you've come to that conclusion from, but that's, like, that's not definitive proof in any way. I feel like you can definitely build onto the theory that the player character could be a simp with that, but that doesn't prove doesn't prove anything. The hint that the McDonough simp in Diamond City is near EOL, end of life, in some terminal entries. Not sure if that's aging or just a scrappy condition. Yeah, I mean, because these games are obviously set within a single year sort of thing on the time frame, there's not really any way to tell if the simps are aging. If a game was set like over the course of a decade, you have an easy way to detect that. Yeah. Wait, why is Justin just talking to the Power Armor's chest and the Justin chest is don't want because I'm short? That's because Power Armor's this big. Like, Power Armor is huge. This is a big doorway as well. This is not a useful point of reference. Where's a chair? Here's chairs. And... oh wow, I'm literally standing. I can't get the camera to play nice. I want to show how... like, the chair comes up to about knee height. In comparison, knee height for me... I suppose knee height for me is actually the bottom of the chair. So it doesn't seem that huge. The power armor's big. It's taller than the problem I have to call that too often. Yeah, Anna's taller than I am. But yeah, power armor is taller than both of us. I don't know what officially the height is of power armor in this game. Justin's 6'8", jeez. I wonder if Justin's shorter than power armor. Because, like, power armor's... When you're in power armor, you're definitely above 6 foot. That's just, like, guaranteed. But it's, like... In my brain, I'm like, this is probably, like, what, 7 foot tall? But I really can't tell. Also... Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Father. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Which means... I do always struggle a little bit navigating around the Institute.
This must be a little overwhelming for you.
I already talked to you, I did some selling of stuff. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do in here. What's my carry weight like? Oh, I've got plenty of carry weight, but I don't think I need any more junk. Power armor is comparable to Supermutant. I'd get, I guess, 8 foot and change. It's Leon. I mean, I could definitely believe it. It's... Yeah, not having a reference to how tall the average Wastelander is as well doesn't help. So, what was it? Oh, I've been watching Bleach, the anime, and Anna mentioned something about the heights of the characters in there. But because it's a Japanese anime, like, the tall person is like 6'6", and we were like, oh, that's surprising, because obviously the average height in Japan is lower than over here in the West, so it's like, oh, well, sometimes you'll have a, like, character where they're like, oh, this person's huge, and they're just 6 foot. 6 foot, that's so tall, Justin, yeah. How do you manage? I really find tables and work surfaces and doorways aren't made for me. You must have a terrible time. Yeah. I feel like 6'6" is kind of locked in my brain as the tallest you can be before it starts being more of a problem than a benefit. Okay, Father, let's have a chat.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand,
so small.
What do you think?
It's amazing.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision.
Go more into
the
what
superior
mankind
synth
redefined
mind
is.
and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
Go more into your... Yeah, I don't... So the annoying thing, they're like, our motto, mankind redefined, shows everything. Also, synths suck and we build them but we hate them. It's like, you're not redefining it then. Slight typo on Justin's message there. I'm sure he means, yep, cars, there's a correction. But the original message is, yeah, 90% of cats I can't fit in. I feel like most people don't fit inside cats. Just it's not easy. I have specific chairs and tables everywhere. I normally hang outside of break nothing. Leon had a 6'9" friend in college. It was definitely a hindrance when he wanted to bum rides in my Tercel? Car? Bike? Push bike? Boat. It's a boat. I'm going with boat. Kid wants sarcasm modifier on every dialogue option. Would be fun. It means that Wastelanders aren't peoples as evil form. Jeez. Notion that the instrument by extension Father are actually trying to kill the player makes little sense if you are human. A dying man by... What? I'm a bit lost on where this thread's come from, I'm afraid. Hello TGX Galaxy, welcome to the stream. Tiny Toyota. Okie dokie. Let's be sarcastic.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me show you how we deal with such problems.
Bang!
A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Well, there's a good reminder why I don't normally fully side with the Institute. I'm definitely not siding with the Institute this playthrough then. Libertalia is like the worst place for this character. Just so terrible.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a Courser at your side, you'll have no trouble. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
There's going to be a real long delay. TGS says, I'm going stream to stream, trying to be helpful, be nice to them, I helpful. What? I'm not sure what you're on about. I apologise. Justin says, I am the average height of an NBA player and the weight of the average NFL player. I don't know what either of those figures are. But good? Bad? Neutral? I pick all options. Nintos is the chance to carry on into the future is via our children. Sim Sean and Sim Dare carry on making Sean's last wish come true, a life with his father at least in some capacity. Leon says, oh man, Libertalia and Power Armor is scary. Hope you took Aquaboy. I've got Aquaboy. The bigger problem... Oh, bliddling. Thank you whoever subscribed, I assume. Is that I use shotguns. Shotguns in Libertalia is a nightmare. It's great if you're playing a sniper character. I love going there with a sniper build, but yeah, for anything else, nah. Justin's a substitute teacher, so going to teach classroom sometimes feel like I'm at a child's desk. I think you're giving Bethesda way too much credit on Sim Floor. Anna says, I've never considered an average weight of an NFL player given the size of an NFL player's ranges. NFL's National Football League, I want to say? It's American football, right? If you played and read the Fallout lore from the first till now, you know that would be completely on brand for the franchise, isn't over? Oh. We've got Kado in the chat. And Kado's one being like, you're giving them too much credit. Like, I know a lot about Fallout, but Kado knows a lot more than I do. Super Bowl, Sarge. Super Bowl, yeah. Okay, I was kind of on board. Kind of understanding of what was going on there. I need to fast travel at this point. I can't just fast travel to the Pridwin, can I? No. Instead, you have to fast travel... No, not to the Institute, to CIT Ruins? Yes, that's how we do it. Just remember being mad at my Ravens. Did you go to Tom's Super Bowl party this year? I can't recall if you joined or not. Yeah, I was there, I think. Maybe. I can't remember. I've been to Tom's a couple of times. The average NFL is roughly £450. I should point out, I also have, like, no idea what weights... Dogmeat's back! Yeah, I'm really bad at just weights in general. Like, I have no idea how much I weigh. Like, I'm more than 10 stone. I'm probably less than 20. I've got to be less than 20, right? Yeah, I really should know this stuff. It discounts my knowledge. Yes! You're a fucking idiot, Ntova! Fuck you! What was the... Oh no, just saying that, yeah, Kato knows a lot. But yeah, you saying, like, oh, that'd be completely on brand, I'm like, franchise changes. Yeah, Kato says, you've got your headcanon, but the question of being a synth according to the hub was always meant to be philosophical, coming from demon, not literal. Hopefully you aren't substituted for primary schools, otherwise it's just no chance. Yeah. Jeez, yeah, primary school children are like that big, right? It's like the size of a hand on a tall person. So I just got mad with power. Always. This is what happens when I'm given even the slightest bit of power. Actually, what I've gone mad with is... wondering if I should swim or walk-swim to the Pridwin. It's probably my best bet, you know. Wait, no, don't be an idiot, Sarge. You're right by a home base. You're over an hour's progress. Drop a safety save. Oh my god, I was going to go to the Brotherhood. I was just going to keep playing as if I haven't, like, saved in over an hour. It's been like an hour and a half since the last save. God, no. What do we go to? To go to Tom's thing. Okay, I think I'm talking. Wait, closing distance isn't any fun out there, even if you don't fall in. Ah, for Libertalia. So yeah, clicked on that one. Yeah. It got mentioned, like, early on in the series, because there is a set legendary shotgun in Libertalia. But it is, arguably a worse version of Justice, because Justice with the stagger effect is just really, really good. And all the bonus damage and stuff is nice on Le Fuse Terrible. It's so difficult to acquire for this specific playstyle. But do have fun. Oh, I think I've pissed off Nintova. Oh well. Just says the primary school children are the funniest because they run up to me and like, you're really tall, then run off and run back and go, you're bald, so they have no knowledge of those facts. I feel like that is a thing kids do, right? Just acknowledge basic things about people as if they're the most wondrous and interesting things possible. I suppose when you're a child, everything is like, oh my god, a person wearing green! That's wild to you. Did not realise 450 pounds, 32 stone is the average of NFL players. That's got to be pretty big, right? Yeah. I'm trying to picture that. Like, I can picture an NFL player, but they're on the TV. It's like I've never stood next to an NFL player. Which I feel like would be the real comparison. NFL linemen are enormous, basically mega former. Yeah. Like, they've got to be big, but the problem is I do only watch them on the television. Well, that's a lot of shooting going on. Okay. Gonna need to ditch junk here. Yeah, I suppose I'll have to ditch my junk here and then do stuff. No, I can just keep my junk on me. I can't remember what I need to do. Quarterbacks and receivers are smaller for speed sakes, yeah. Sarcastic tone. Maybe. I have to accept nowadays that because I'm not catering my streams so much, but sometimes I'll just like take the piss a little and people will get annoyed with it. It's gonna happen. It's fine. I will talk to people like normal, because I've had a few instances where it's been like, no, you have to talk to people like you're a customer service person, and I can't do that. Okay, well at this point I've actually dropped a save, so let's do some combat, because we've not done combat for a while. I'm fully just I'm going to charge into combat blindly, just see if we can shoot some stuff, because, you know, excitement. Linemen are like 500, sometimes they'd be crazy, that's 500 pounds. Yeah, big people, big people. Like I feel like I'm pretty average size, height, build, everything in general. So yeah, I'd look tiny next to people in the NFL, I'm sure. Tom Brady is officially 6'4". Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Stop being alive. Oh, sharp leather piece. Reference size, that's a quarter of a ton. No. Told people how you want such. You do that all the time. It's way more interesting than the Pipcast 3000. Yeah. I mean, I have to very much censor myself in the Pipcast. Because that's still technically on one of Kato's channels. It's got its own specific channel now. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually doing the fighting here a lot better than I thought I would. But, oh, there's Dogmeat. Okay. I was like, where is Dogmeat? When I'm getting hurt. You're good, pup? Yeah, you are. Okay, the super mutants are now cleared out. I didn't expect that to go so well, but hey, it did. That's good. It means we get a little bit of loot. It's all basically worthless to us, but better than nothing. Somebody spent most of their life being generally tall. I wouldn't mind feeling short. One of a group for a change. Yeah. I can't remember if I definitely am average height, right? I'm pretty sure I am average height. But I'm often around taller people. Like, obviously, Anna's not, like, lots taller than me, but she is technically taller than me. Like, within our friend group, there's, like, a couple of tall people. So I don't ever feel, like, particularly tall. But then occasionally, like, especially when I was living in the old place, I'd go for, like, long walks into town. And almost everyone would be shorter than me. And it would be a really weird feeling, because I'm used to people being taller than me or around the same height. Subscribe to our podcast. Yeah, Kato's linked to the podcast channel if you want to listen to Kato and I ramble about Fallout even more than we're doing here. Can you believe it's even possible? It is. What noise is this to try to Sarge? That's what makes us a dream team. You can go off by plenty of sound effects. Okay. Average height of the world is like 5'5". Man, is that like all countries, men and women combined sort of thing? I didn't need that pistol, but I picked it up anyway. Because I am curious what like the actual like average heights are. Because I'm pretty sure in the UK average height for a man is 5'10". I want to say. But I'm not that well versed in it. I did not realise I wasn't already. Susanna. That fixes a problem. Subscribe to Pipcast 3000 now. Excellent. Look at that, Kato. You got us one extra subscriber on that channel. It's a fairly new channel, but I'm pretty sure we've hit 100 subscribers already, right? We must have. Well, we had people come over from your channel. So we've done a lot of episodes of Pipcast, you know. Oh, you're a pretty tough birdie. Wait, how tough is... How tough are you? Is it dead? That's... well, it's... I'm not sure if we killed it or not. Synth bird. 141 subs or so. That's not bad. Leon says, I think 5'5" is men globally, 5'4" here is women. Ah, Kenya and Scandaland are outliers at the high end. Guatemala is on the low end. Is Scandaland an actual country, or is it just like Scandinavia sort of thing? Because I am very bad at geography, so you can lie to me here and I'll believe either one. It's all countries, but just men. The women's is 5 foot. I want to say it's adjusted. Yeah, 5'3" for women. Oh, 5'5" for men's is Leon. And it says 5'4" women's and 5'10" men's for UK according to Google. Now, it feels like quite a big difference, especially if like 5'5" men go globally, 5'3" women globally. Like that's a much smaller difference overall, but if it's like 6 inches of a difference in average height between men and women in the UK, that's a hefty chunk. I'm going the dangerous route. It's fine. I'm totally strong enough now. I don't need to worry about it. Let's have the gun out anyway, just in case. To me, it sounds like a Scanlan-based theme park. This is a random encounter where you can buy synth cows, says Justin. I don't recall that one. That sounds kind of fun. It says Norway, Finland, and thereabouts. Cool. Romans thought they were giants back in the day. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of... I was going to call it lore. It is technically lore. It's real-world lore where, like, oh yes, the people from the north, they are incredibly tall. That is the land of the giants sort of thing. Seems to pop up in several cultures around the world. Whereas clearly, like, we've headed north and the people there are just really tall. Therefore, giants. Folklore. Folklore! That's it. It's got the word lore in it. That was pretty close. The Asian countries tend to have shorter populations and more population numbers affecting the average. Yeah. I know that's a big one. Because I mentioned with the Bleach example. Ooh, Dragon Shells. Lovely. I could deliver Carrington's prototype now if I wanted. Can I be bothered? Should I be delivering Carrington's prototype? Does that actually turn in a quest? No, it's just the start of Boston After Dark. Yeah, I'm not doing that then. If it was just going to be a bit of free experience, then yeah, I'd go for it, but for the sake of... Oh. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, there's going to be mutants over here fighting. Yeah. Yeah, we've got where we need to go. It's right in front of us. Now we get the water. More like Boston After Dark, because Carrington's a dork kid who says, "Oh, you burned him. If we were anywhere near him, he'd be crying right now with that harsh a burn." Yeah, walk through the watery darkness. I mean, I'm not sure on the stream end if you can make out any details of the underwater stuff, because me on my like big monitor looking at the game directly, I can make out like tires and there's a pallet there and some rocks and things. But obviously the stream's compressed more than even like a video would be, so it's never gonna look that good. I'm beginning to suspect Kato doesn't like doctors. That you might just be right there. You might have hit the nail on the head. Maybe Kato just has a doctor problem. It's like the second anyone becomes a doctor, it's just the end for them. That vertebrate's like hovering real close to the water. That feels pretty dangerous to me. There we go, that's it. Fly up a little bit, buddy. Oh, bit of a climb there. We're almost to where we need to be. Oh, and look at Dogmeat! Yeah, Dogmeat doing his little doggy paddle. Oh, whoever did that animation deserves a raise. Oh. Oh dear. We appear to have joined a firefight. Ingram's just charging. Oh my god. Yeah, this is why you don't mess with the Brotherhood. For the earlier question of which faction is hardest to wipe out. The Brotherhood, they have, like, automatic weapons just at their disposal. Look at all those lasers. Oh. Oh, someone just fell out of the vertebrate. Oh yeah, and there's more people showing up. Oh, just combat, combat, combat. Dogmeat paddling. Dogmeat's fine. Look at him just chilling there.
Tango down.
Ta-da! Maybe it's Bethesda that don't like doctors, Susanna. Just layers of dark. Are you going to go for the Hellfire armor? I don't think so, Justin. I should probably see if I can improve this power armor at some point. But what do I need? Let's bring the armor up. Okay, 25 will probably hit, to be fair. And what science? 28. Like, level 25 will definitely hit, and I'll improve this armor then. But I think at that point we'll pretty much be done, honestly. You're tired from lack of sleep. Great. Also, everyone's once again going to walk past this school. Hey! The Brotherhood teleporter does break. I can't remember who said the Brotherhood version doesn't, but this is broken. Look at it. It is broken. I mean, it would have been a nice detail if the Brotherhood one didn't break, because they're like the most technologically advanced, but yeah, that's broken. Heckfire. Man, there was... it was something... Was it Buffy? Anna and I were watching an American show the other day, and I noticed that someone was doing like a gonna be badass kind of conversation sort of thing, and they used the word heck, which I know is like common in America, but over here, heck is like such a rarely used word. Like, I feel like everyone says hell. It's just normal to say hell, and heck is weird, but whenever I hear heck, it feels weird. It's such a weird word for me to hear as a Brit. It's just Star Wars LARP. Hecking. Game is calling any of us with a bad sleeping pattern out constantly. We say heck because it's funny. Hecking tosh. Yeah. I think heck can be used quite well for comedy purposes, for sure, but, yeah, it's always a strange one. Can we repair? We cannot repair. We cannot repair. Wait. It says repair with, but also doesn't say how you can repair it. Fair enough. Okay, what are my quest objectives and why am I being sent? Oh, meet up with the Corsair. That's why I'm being sent so far away. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We just want to talk to Maxon. Be good. So I can have a chat with Maxon, wrap up some stuff here, turn in some quests. That should be a good... yeah, should be a good bit of progress we've made. Kato says, my buddy's nephew would play Monster Hunter with us, and he couldn't say hell, so when we talked about Hellfire Affliction, he'd say Heckfire. That's... I'm sure that's cute and adorable. That seems like the normal human reaction that humans would have, right? Fellow humans. My fellow humans, that's definitely the reaction we're having, correct? Humans? You'll believe I'm human, right? I'm being convincing right now. If I say I'm convincing, that means it's true. Heck is where you go when you get darned. Favourite curse is good heavens, in as much of a regal tone as I can. Sergeant Synth, you can't prove it. Not until you kill me and check for synth components. Show me your toothpaste. What? Such be acting like a synth. No. And it says, when my friend had a kid, I had to alter my language so we came up with a system of more calorific, more offensive. What? Chocolate fudge cake really diffuses the situation. For a human that like walking with their legs and breathing air. Yeah. You'll remember how I breathe, right? Through the mouth and out the ears. In the normal human breathing way. Where oxygen is involved.
If you find any technical, Doctor.
And of course, sometimes I like to pair my oxygen with a little bit of hydrogen. It's not even water. Human drink. Dang it, I'm hungry. That's fair. I'm getting hungry as well. Like, I'd probably keep this stream going for a fair while longer, but I'm like, okay, where's going to be a good point to wrap up so I can actually have dinner? Because, yeah, I just had a sausage roll before the stream. I've kind of positioned the streams in like this really awkward point in the evening. Like they start at 7 PM UK time, which means I either have to chat with Anna and be like, oh, shall we have dinner on our own? Shall we have dinner early? Shall we wait till after the stream, which means like 9 o'clock or later? It's either an early or a late dinner. You won this red side. Yeah! None of you can prove I'm not human. Definitely not blame your cover, Sarge. Everyone convinced you're human. Excellent. The plan is succeeding. Is Dogmeat going to do a little salute?
Dr. Lee is returning to us.
Oh.
How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I can always kill her. She's on our side.
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances.
You hear that, Kato? She's getting
I believe
interrogated.
You still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Come on, idiot savant. I'm not getting... I think the only quest I've had idiot savant trigger on is the Kellogg brain scan one, which I didn't do on the stream. It's like literally the one quest I didn't do on stream. I think it's the only one that I've actually had idiot savant trigger for. Like, we've had idiot savant trigger
Thrusters stable.
plenty of times in like general combat and doing like small checks and stuff. But quest, just nah. Please interrogate with limb removal starts to get the neck. He says I should really prep something Thursday night that can just be thrown in the oven for Friday evenings. Can never quite get myself to have dinner prepped early. I mean, it's also, I feel like for us we normally have dinner like 7, 8 o'clock sort of time. So it is a bit of a strange time to be eating. Like 6 o'clock would be way too early. Like on the nights that you're out at work, you're not back till after that time. That's Scooby dinner time, not us regular human dinner time. Outside the wire. Should I go hostile fast? Oh no! What? Let's remove the thing. Oh no, just talking about interrogating. Sort of breakfast bagels. What's food time later? Oh, no. We got fancy bagels. I made giant lasagna on Wednesday, says Leon. So I'm set, but there's no choc fudge cake in the house. Well, I bought ice creams. I was wondering what dessert stuffs we had. Had an ice cream earlier. It was nice.
For Max and for the Brotherhood.
Kato claiming to be a good influence. I have dozens of karma points. Dozens of karma points is so low. What's that, like giving what? How much karma do you get for giving purified water to the beggars? I feel like that's got to be like 30 odd. It's like, oh, one time I gave water to a homeless person. Levels of good. We also have cherry sponge puddings and chocolate stuffed pancake bites. Okay, sometimes I forget that Anna actually buys most of the food, and Anna's got more of a sweet tooth than I do. I'll buy like a sweet thing a couple of times a month, and then be like, yep, that'll be the treat for some point this week. Oh no, we made Justin hungry. Crockpot is the ultimate lazy adult milk maker, says Kato. And Justin's saying also Crockpot recipes are lifesavers at dinner at an appropriate time. I mean, I need to learn some more cooking stuff. Do we have a wok? I feel like a lot of the stuff I want to make requires a wok, but I don't know what the different. I know nothing. I'm an idiot.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
For all we know, that thing could be a recipe for Deathclaw surprise.
Well, it's the best we could do with such short notice. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
I have no idea. Project Secrecy? Yeah, I can't remember what I've been told about this. Leon, we could actually do with sorting some decent cookware. Kedogenesis says I'd love to get some good saucepans as one here are basically for one person cooking and need replacing. Don't think we do. See, we don't have wok. Wok is definitely a thing. Project Secrecy.
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now,
Soul Survivor.
the fewer people that know about it, the better.
Leon's put like, now the SS is talking cake, and my brain didn't register SS as Soul Survivor, because there's a very bad historical SS, which I feel like Bethesda have fallen into a couple of times. Like a Secret Service armor was like a big thing in Fallout 76 for quite some time, and there was just constantly people in like the 76 community using SS as an abbreviated term, which makes sense, but when you don't instantly correlate between the two, it's like, don't do soups just too much, because yeah. Keda says I cook pinto beans most times in ours. We cook up some chicken breast or canned chicken, add some veggies, season to taste, num num num. Yeah, it's genuinely not like a bad thing you've done or something. It's just an unfortunate, like, some things when you put them into their shortened form look so bad. I know there's Anna plays Pokemon Go, and there's what's the one in Pokemon Go? Hopefully Anna will be able to say, because I know there's a shorter one where it's a couple of letters. I've been writing an RPG, and one of the systems I originally had was going to be called like Power Points, like points of power or something like that. But then when you shorten it, which I have to do because I have to write it so many times, it becomes PP. And I'm like, I don't really want PP as like the main thing there. But one, there's many. Okay, so it sounds tasty. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, Liberty Prime. Oh wow, everyone, it's parts of Liberty Prime. It looks so not impressive like this.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
Yeah. Figuring out what things get shortened to is, it can be a nightmare. Nightmare. Because it's not something most people will think of, just innately, but you really do have to think about it a lot. Like, naming things is a real problem, though, and I know this, because I recently realised that the RPG that I've been writing, which I had the name Souls of Andorra for, is terrible. Because apparently, there's not only a country called Andorra, but Andor is used in, like, everything. Andorran's like a D&D thing. Like, I picked the worst name possible, and now I'm having to rename my entire game. Naming things and coming up with all that stuff is difficult. Keda says, Dead Rising uses PP if it makes you feel better. Sarge, prestige points when you take photos of zombies. Yeah. Miracles.
It'll take a miracle to get this pile of junk operational.
You think he looks rough now? You should have seen him when I unsealed the salvage crates filled with his parts. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled.
RHCD,
the bad news is
HBTR,
that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
How do we fix it?
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Man, I'm so glad Kato's around for this stream. We're getting to do all of his favourite stuff. Yeah, let's take some steel. Microscope. I've got so many microscopes on me. And I'm not even like building up settlements, which they're really good for, because the crystal is used in settlement recruitment beacons. It's typically quite rare to get. I've got so much crystal, and I'm sure it will be handy for like modifying my laser rifle potentially, but I really don't need that much. I usually make chili in the pot and add cheese to it with balsas leon. Man, cheese is good with everything. I had a corned beef and cheese sandwich for breakfast. That was really nice. Although the corned beef really was the best part of it, obviously. I love corned beef, and I hate that it's so expensive. Like, corned beef and pickle both feel like things which should be really cheap, but are surprisingly expensive for no reason that I'm aware of. And it really annoys me. It's so annoying. It's crazy. It makes no sense. I hate it. Ah!
Max, it might appear.
Give me cheap corned beef. It used to be the case that like, oh, tin goods, they're all like super cheap and stuff. But now the stuff in the tin gets really expensive and I don't like it. And grumpy. And I just drip water all over myself. Because capitalism massage. I know! I said in the last episode of the Pipcast, we just need to get rid of capitalism, and then the the creation club stuff is no longer a problem. I would also solve my issues with corned beef being pricey. That's 2 entire reasons to get rid of capitalism. And I can't think of any other ones, but those are definitely enough. I do like the idea that the overthrowing of capitalism would happen because of corned beef. Just like everyone goes, hey, corned beef has got expensive. Let's get rid of this system and work on a new one.
I thought she was a traitor.
This is something that Ethan Richardson.
Have you ever fired a minigun?
Everything costs money is increasing cost of rampicide. Yeah.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
What happens if I'm big and intimidating?
One of us is a liar, and it isn't me.
Oh, don't try and pin that nonsense on me. I said I'd come back to the Brotherhood, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because you're an idiot. Wait, avenge Virgil? I'm curious what that option is.
If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
What they did to Dr. Virgil was cruel. It was wrong. How could I be so blind? You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready.
God, yeah, that was way too easy.
It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online. But we'll get it done.
I mean, I will agree with Kato on, like, some of the parts of Dr. Lee's stuff. Like, persuading her there was crazy easy. I don't even feel like that's just a Fallout 4 Brotherhood Steel sort of faction thing, though. I feel like that happens a lot in like, especially shows and movies and stuff, where you like need a character to be convinced, but you haven't come up with like any good way to do it, so you're just like, let's just reference something in a single line of dialogue and have them agree. Sort of Flea was always weird to me. It's just a time waster. I mean, is this one of the instances where they need to get you to a different area in order to reload the zone? Because I know they do that at a couple of points with the Liberty Prime story, where they need to like get Prime outside and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, Prime's being built. They have to send you into a interior location in order to change the exterior when you next go out. And they've dropped from Lee pretty quick, Sarge. No one would know. I think everyone would know. This is quite a heavily monitored area. Although it would be great. I hear combat and explosions and stuff. I saw some sparking. Oh no! Oh god! Okay everyone, so we'll be holding the funeral for Dogmeat tomorrow. He was the bestest boy. Oh, it's this thing. Oh! Dogmeat? Dogmeat? Oh, I heard him whimper. Oh no. Oh guys. Maybe he's back up here. Yeah. Oh guys, I genuinely think we have lost him. Because you have to heal him. It's survival mode. Oh, okay, down there? Okay, let's do some running. Let's see if I can find him. Dogmeat, I'm gonna try and save you, buddy. Wherever you might be. We saved him! No, funeral's cancelled, everyone! Dogmeat's fine! I'm not sure exactly how he ended up out here, but he's fine! Look at him! Look at him be so happy. Let's go for a swim! Come on, buddy. Do a little cute doggy paddle. Do you not want to go for a swim? You doing a Scooby moment? Like water? There you go! Yeah, you have a little swim. Oh, he's a good boy. No, the tide's pulling you away. No, we're not losing you again. Come on, back to land, back to land. Back to land! Oh. It's okay, everyone. We've saved him. See? He's fine. He's fine. He's all perfectly fine. Nothing bad has happened. Oh. Radioactive water's the best after all. Yeah, we got him a little swim through the radiation. I mean, Dogmeat for some reason is like fine with radiation. Because why not? I would like something where you have to carry something to Virgil as more assurance or something. Even that would be really annoying and survivable. I mean, you could do it like where you've picked up extra stuff. Like picking up the holotape from Virgil for the first time to convince makes sense. If you maybe, when you visit Virgil initially, if you can maybe pick up stuff. Although, to be fair, Fallout 4 does that a lot. Like with Kellogg and picking up bits from him.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself.
This is why they had to send you away, just so they could construct this. Yeah, the talking to Madison thing really is just like... And she still makes it here quicker than us. She's in Brotherhood garb now as well. Power up! Okay, it doesn't work.
Ingram?
Wow. Things are off to
Never
a good
told us anything.
start.
It's that Dogmeat's totally new to Radzenova. Will
I
be
hope
sad
so.
ever.
Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Teach her manners! Teach her manners!
Maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't going to be much good to us if she's lying in a hospital bed. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're going to have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Alright, time to see if I happen to already have them. Bulldog Meat found something. I hope it's a high-powered magnet. Damn, dude! Grind down that rail. Is it the ammo? Good boy. You do the happy stomps. Yeah, the water's fine, Justin. Don't worry, please, Sponge. Please, dogs are all immortal and nothing bad can ever happen to them. Uh-oh. Bad, Kato. Next person that points out Scooby has got more grey in it. It's in for it this time. Dogs are only as good as the traders. Look at him on the rail. Skills. Yeah! Man. What is this? A Tony Hawk game? And then pretend I mimicked one of the songs that's in a Tony Hawk game. God, I really should know. Oh, there he goes. It's like super my kind of music was in the skating games of the past, but I can't remember a single song. Just made Liberty Prime more susceptible to EMP. We're gonna EMP him. I'm aware it's EMP, I want to make that clear, but for anyone who watched Red vs. Blue, will know that it's actually EMP. I'm sad you can't romance Ingram, says Leon. She's a weird waifu, but she's such a great character. Honestly, Ingram is kind of cool. Like, I will give you that. I like Ingram. I don't really do romances in any video game. Click. Oh. And now I've got 4 of them. Wait, is it also in my junk? Oh, now I have 5 of them, I guess. Perfect. Look at that. Dunk, 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 dunk. Boom! Oh, I'm so glad I just had one to hand. Oh, that's made that so much easier. This was potentially going to be like, okay guys, we're going to call it there, but just done it. Just make some guitar noises. There we go.
By Elder Maxon's orders.
Not probably this way through. Ingram's an actual good scientist. Okay, it doesn't take any guff, know what she's doing, flexes her intelligence in a friendly way. Imagine having a spy in Dr. Lee. Ingram is a great character. Like, I feel like she is the most likable of all the Brotherhood people. I feel like she fits into a similar category with Piper, where she definitely has like conflict and her own beliefs and stuff and will rub up against people, but never feels like she's trying to be an arsehole, which a fair few of the characters in Fallout 4 feel kind of like that.
Dr. Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
I like how it's a case of, okay, we're going to build a giant robot, but it's not good enough until we give it nukes.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
I'm thirsty.
Great! That's just great.
Well, hang on a second. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons
storage
facility.
This is the pyramid in the glowing sea, right?
We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello.
Nice.
Good luck, Knight.
Hello, Jade. Welcome to the stream. Oh god, I've missed a bunch of stuff. Hunger is definitely high on my list. Also, to Leon's point, the game does have a problem with long dialogue that repeats the same thing in different ways. I think Skyrim did that too. Yeah, being able to convey your point in a brief and concise way is really what you want to manage, but there's also the problem that if you don't tell people the same thing twice, a lot of people won't get it. It's annoying, but it is true. It's like finding the balance. It can always be a bit of a pain. Might be the benefit of slower players, but anything spelled out. There we go, Leon said it. But yeah, it can feel a little condescending. Yeah, like, to Bethesda's credit, I think they do a very good job of making their games accessible, but there's always a bit of overlap between making it super accessible and making it annoying for those of us who get it. Hello, Haas and Highs. Bethesda thinks RPG equals dialogue. I mean, there's typically a lot of dialogue in RPGs. Although, I've been playing Souls games and those have typically very little dialogue. I actually like that about them. And it says, I think there will always be a degree of overlapping dialogue, because you can't guarantee you'll do a specific action to speak to a certain character, so you have to build it into a number of options. Yeah. I mean, if you do genuinely want to see the reverse of that, the Souls series is the place to look. Because a lot of that game, like, basically none of it's spelled out to you. You really have to just kind of figure out what's going on through the weirdest of clues. But you know what? I actually ended up with more room than I thought I had. Let's take all this stuff. By all this stuff, I mean just most of it. Let's take a couple of extra rad away. And all the stim packs. Okay, I think that'll be good. Oh wait, the antibiotics. Let's just take a few more of these. Yeah, don't need any junk. Wait, is that all I had? Okay. Let's see if I can build just a couple of crafting. Ah, blast, you need a local leader for all of them. I mean, I can build a Nuka mixer station, so sure, why not? Can I make any good mixes? I can make Nuka-Cola, but it uses up cherry, which I don't like, and Nuka-Free. I mean, Nuka-Free is just better. Wait, what's Nuka-Cola? Let's quickly check that to see if Nuka-Free is a better version. Nuka-Cola is 20 with... Okay, yeah, Nuka-Free is going to be better. Let's make Nuka-Free. There we go. A little bit of crafting. I've also learned that Obsidian goes a little too hard the other way with really flowery language where I got lost in adjectives and pillars, really hoping there's a mid-ground in Avowed Cascado. Also, they're like throwing new culture/dialects in there too, which does add flavour, but it's like Skyrim asking you to understand fluent Dragon/Daedric. And it says, Avowed pushback is now near my birthday. I'm sure that won't distract me and my gaming friends from being free. Yeah, that's definitely not the next game I've got to potentially cover. It's really annoying, but there's... I mean, there was Dragon's Dogma 2 this year, but I did not have the budget to really invest in a maybe game. Okay, let's have a couple of those. Properly fed. 8 hours of sleep, which will push me to the evening. And we'll plan for the next stream. And actually, like, the not dying at any point during this stream has been super helpful. And also having that high-powered magnet and all of that stuff. It's gone pretty well, you know? So yeah, I need to speak to Scribe Halen, who is... Oh, perfect, and because I got that point, we will just be able to, like, straight away go over to her, and then we'll head down to... We haven't unlocked it, have we? No, but we'll just, like, walk through the Glowing Sea next time and get that done. Then we'll rebuild Liberty Prime. God, we're going to get quite a bit of stuff done. Yeah, I think we've only got, like, a few more episodes, potentially. I can't remember how long this all is. A chance to brush up on Avowed Lore. Some more of your rewrite series on Amuna pirate culture, right, Sarge? Yeah. I really don't, like, click with lore super well. Writing I can manage, but lore, nah, I'm not so good at that. Alright, this is going to be the end of the stream, so the music's going to start playing louder than me. Super controversial, but not dying is super helpful. I don't think there's anything else I need to say, so I'm just going to click on this. And turn my mic off. And get ready for, yeah, breakfast bagel time! Thanks everyone. Bye!